Proud of our team. I mean, on behalf of our coaches, and I'm sure I speak for all of Tiger Nation, just, it's not easy to come in here and play as well as we did, and especially when you have an opportunity to get the sweep and to be able to put an exclamation mark on the weekend, and just incredible effort all the way around, and so many positives today. 6 2-out RBIs. Joe Allen coming in and just pitching unbelievable in relief. A lot of storylines, some huge clutch hits. Colin Priest 3-run, 2-out homer. Cam's 2-run, 2-out single in the 9th. Gaffney extending with a 2-out RBI. I mean, just incredible stuff. 7 of our 8 runs with 2 outs and 6 2-out RBIs. So can't say enough about the pitching. Can't say enough about the clutch hitting. And we played, outside of the mishap there in the 8th with the ball that got away with the throw. It's pretty good defense tonight as well. So just proud of our guys, and obviously this is a big deal for all of the Clemson family and Tiger Nation, and happy we can contribute to being able to say that we took care of business with the Rivalry this year.
Your first sweep here since you've been here. What's that mean for this program and to you?
Well, I mean, it's just something that we prioritize so much. It's just something we talk about and focus on all year long. I mean, it's just part of the fabric of being a Clemson Tiger. It's one of the reasons you come to Clemson, is to play in rivalry games against South Carolina. And so it means a lot. It means a lot in every sport. And so when you can shine a positive light on Clemson and take care of business against the rival and get the bragging rights all year long, I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that.
You mentioned the crazy early schedule that you played. Did that help prepare you for this kind of 3-game pressure?
I think anytime you play good teams in the non-conference, it's good preparation. And, that's why we do it. I mean, if we want to compete to be one of the last teams standing, then we got to play against the best early on. And we do it all conference, but to have an early non-conference slate with Oklahoma State and Arizona and Ole Miss and 3 with South Carolina, I mean, that's big time. That's as they put our schedule up there with anybody. And then we still have, plenty more tough teams in the non-conference as well. So I'd say this has been a great 3 weeks to get battle tested, and we have another non-conference week coming up with 5 games. So, certainly won't get any easier, but love the way our guys are competing. We're not perfect, but we certainly respond to adversity already in this young season, which is great to see.
You mentioned that crazy play in 8th. Guessing that you were arguing it should have been interference before Purify's throw, so the run would not have counted in that situation.
That was my only comment and that's what they looked at, was when did the interference happen, and had the guy already scored when the throw got away, and so I guess he had already slid in and then the throw got away, so it's the right call.
For a young pitcher to come in here tonight and start the game and pitch the way he did, especially after starting the season off rough, you got to be thrilled with that kind of performance.
Thrilled, yeah, absolutely thrilled. Justin McGurnick, the last 10 innings he's thrown have been pretty awesome. And so, he's got a very bright future and a high ceiling, and we're starting to see, glimpses of just, what his capabilities are. And when he's on and he's commanding the ball like he is, his stuff is pretty nasty. So we'll just, keep helping him get better, but he is a really good guy to have on the weekend for sure.
Your pitchers really did a great job against them when they had runners on base. Their hitting with runners on base was really bad the entire series. Did you see something with your pitchers, maybe bearing down in those situations, maybe a little something extra?
I don't know if I don't think they did anything extra. I think it was just more of maybe a mental focus of executing the pitch that was called. And we say all the time, what do we need? Whenever we are trying to escape a jam, and what do we need? Whether it's a strikeout or a ground ball or a pop-up or a pickoff or something. I mean, we rehearse those types of plays to try to escape jams. So to see our guys be able to do it and strand some runners and limit scoring opportunities, I mean, that's the key to our offense, to be a run-scoring offense. The key to our pitching and defense, to be a run prevention unit. And, they did a really good job of that all weekend.
You mentioned Allen. He had 6 strikeouts coming in. I think he had 6 in a row tonight. I mean, is this what you expected from him coming into the season, or has he exceeded your expectations?
Well, he added a new pitch. He's always had a really good slider, but it was so good it was out of the zone, and teams were just taking it. So he and Coach Bellinger worked on a cutter, and it's still sometimes it cuts and sometimes it slides, and it's just a pitch he can really command, and it's tough. It's tough because it tunnels almost the whole way to the plate like a fastball, and when he's throwing his fastball for strikes as well. And he can use those two pitches plus still pull out the slider when he needs to. It's just allowed him to be very effective, and he's in a great headspace out there and a lot of confidence. And confidence is like the magic. There's no magic pill, but if you could bottle up confidence, put it in pill form, that's the magic pill. And when a kid gets confident, that's when you can see this guy can do anything when he's confident.
Seen a trend where this team is more dangerous at the plate in those later innings. I mean, and sure that was the case this weekend, certainly is the case tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I love the mindset of this group, and a lot of times it's coming off of a response, where they take a punch or get knocked down or something happens that would be perceived as bad, but they see it as good, and then they get right back up and start throwing punches themselves. So we give up two, we give up 2 in the 8th, no problem. We'll score 4 in the 9th. That's just it's a really good mindset to have, to be able to not only not get too high, not get too low, but to be able to get back to the center and then be able to just get right back up and play at the top of their skill set. That's truly what toughness is.
I asked you about Colin Priest on Friday night. He's done a great job at the DH. I think you were 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position before that home run. I mean, how big was that?
He couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, a 1-run game. Late in the game, 8th inning, scoring was, their pitchers were just, SQ did a really good job tonight, and then the lefty came in and did a really good job as well. And so for Colin to put that swing on that pitch at that time, and 2 outs and 3-run jack, I mean, that was we needed to separate right there. And if not, then they take the lead in the bottom of the 8th, but we still had some breathing room because of that big blast.